Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
Damn, isn't Bitcoin gonna do that in the new year? I do think one shot is left. Hey, assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to today's Bitcoin update for 31 December, Friday, blessed Friday. Hope you have that one, okay? And this is gonna be a little bit detailed analysis on Bitcoin and a new year extravaganza, guys, which means that we could have a big drama during the new year. Who knows, okay? 1st of January is tomorrow here, and we're gonna have a new year as well. And could we go for the bear market? Could we have a swerve and continue to the upside? Are we gonna be tricked? Are we gonna fall down? There are so many things in this video that I have to talk about in detail, which I wanted to talk about previously as well, and I didn't do it. Now remember, no financial advices here, not anything I say is gonna be final, and you have to still do your own research. Now, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord, because I made a small comment yesterday. Bitcoin, it got rejected by the 10 EMA on the 4-hour time frame, broke out of a bearish rectangle and went back to retest it, and it's failing to cross the resistance. So more powers to the bears. Now what the hell does this mean? Okay, now I'm gonna dive into the 4-hour time frame here. Right, so what Bitcoin did, recently right now, Bitcoin does not have any clear direction. I don't see any clear direction. Now, previously, I do remember we had this, falling wedge right here on the 4-hour time frame. We broke out of that falling wedge, and I said we are going to go to 51,800. We did it because this was a bullish pattern that I recognized. At the moment, there is no direction. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to zoom in onto the 4-hour time frame before I talk in detail today about Bitcoin and what are the possibilities that you're going to have. So this is going to be technical analysis once again at its best. So you're going to learn a lot of things, so stick to it. So I'm going to turn on the 10 EMA, which is this yellow line, and it's not crossing the 10 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. It is hitting its head back to back once again and again and again. Right, so this is the first thing, and I said that more powers to the bear are not losing. So I'm going to tell you that today it's bears versus the bulls at the best. Do you understand that? At the very best. And you're going to see why, you're going to learn why. On the 1-hour time frame, we had that bearish this cross right here from there to there, and then we had another cross from there to there. This one played out perfectly, went to 46,000, and that prediction became very, very true. Now on the 4-hour time frame, I said that we have a bearish rectangle. This is a bearish rectangle, and you try to go back to the bearish rectangle, and look, you are finding resistance. It's like you're going down the ladder, and when you're moving down the ladder just like this, you're going down and down and down. You made that rectangle, went down, came back for the retest. Look, you are still being rejected. There's nothing bullish about what you're seeing right now. There's no any evidence that we're gonna go up. So I'm gonna write in here bearish rectangle pattern, and we're going to study these images, and I want to show you the bearish rectangle right here, probably something like this. Okay, something very, very similar to this. I'm going to show you. So Bitcoin just went down and down and down, make a rectangle, 1 2 3, and then from there you just kept on going to the downside. So this looks very, very similar to what I just showed you right now, that there is a potential fall, and this for 2-3 days it was just flashing green and green and green, and people thought, okay, we're gonna go up, but no, we're not going up. Look, we are still finding resistance there. We're not even now. There is a bullish structure within a bearish structure. There's a lot of things to talk about. There's a lot of things to confuse you also, probably because Bitcoin loves to confuse people. So the thing is, today I just want to keep on telling you how we analyze these things. So I'm going to actually extend that triangle right there. The first scenario for us to flip bullish, basically, for me to say that, okay, we are confirming that we're going to go up, and the fall to $43,000 is being abandoned. The only way to do that is you cross this 48,000, go to 48,500, backtest that rectangle. From there, we're going to kiss the bear goodbye, and then we're going to say, okay, the bulls have stepped in, and the market is now interested to move to the upside. That's when you're actually allowed to make a trade. That's when I'm going to be making a buy, maybe give the signal on my Discord as well. And at the moment, if I try to remove that rectangle right now, I want to show you the fact that you have this resistance as well. Look at that resistance, and look, in the next 10 hours, the next 10 hours is very, very, very important. Look at that. So basically this decision is coming until 1st of January. Do you see that? 1st of January. So that's why I say that's why the title of the video says New Year Extravaganza. You might see the New Year coming in, and then people say, you know, Happy New Year, you filthy animals. Do you remember that? It's a dialogue, by the way. It's a dialogue from the movie called Home Alone. Please watch Home Alone during for a New Year. It's a very funny movie, childhood movie. Anyway, let's talk about crypto now. So look, you are making some sort of a triangle right here, and from this triangle we're going to have a decision coming very, very soon, in the next probably 24 hours, within maximum 24 hours. So the decision is coming if we are going to pump. If you do start to pump and you start to cross that rectangle, pretty sure that the correction is over. We're not going to go down. We're not going to go down. Okay, the call to $43,000, cancel it. You have to cancel. So go to tradingview.com, open up the charts, go to the 4-hour time frame, make this symmetrical triangle and follow along, because it's going to help you decide when to buy, when to sell. So if it does close down here, back test, fail, and we're going to move to 46,000, and from there even to 43,000. Why 43,000? Now let's talk about the 43,000 scenario as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the daily time frame here and look at this daily time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, I remember we made the rectangle, okay, a rectangle like this, and that was a bearish rectangle. Are we potentially making a bear flag? Look, just like that, and then we are making another bear flag just like that. Okay, do you understand that? This is what we're doing right now. We are making potential on the daily. On the daily, we are making a bear flag. Understand this. And if you don't know anything about the bear flag, let's go and do Google. I want to write in bear flag, and it's a pattern just like that. And I'm going to show you the bear flag right here, right now, at this very, very moment. And I'm just going to open up this image. Okay, so when the prices are falling down, you actually start to move up like this in a flag, but it's a bear flag. It's a flag that is reversed upside down, and then from there you continue to move to the downside. So if this bear flag does play out, let me tell you what the technical target is. That's going to take you all the way down to $40,000, $41,000, and it's going to actually fill this wick. And from here you might never go you might never go all the way down, and from here you start to go back up to $100,000. Now, why do I say from here you might start to go back to $100,000? Now, in my opinion, it makes more sense to me that we are going to go down and maybe even fill that wick, okay? Maybe cross this wick, because this pattern has been played out before as well. And I want to show you what happened back in history, back in April and July, okay? So I see that potentially this, do you see all of this thing? This one right here is a bigger version of this one. Do you understand that? What happened here, guys? Okay, this is a smaller version of this guy right here. And whatever happened, this accumulation phase right there, we are still in an accumulation phase. Do not remember the previous videos that I told you. We are still in an accumulation phase. It can be a longer one, and just because you go down to 41,000, it does not mean that you're never gonna go up. What goes down, in my opinion, always goes back up. Do you understand that? And just like, you know, I wanna do one thing. I wanna show you some replay. And from here, let's say you were back in you are back in this place right there. Okay, all right, so we are back in almost like during 16th of June. Right now we are back in time, and you saw that Bitcoin actually, it tried to break out of that falling wedge almost nearly. Just as I showed you, we broke out of that falling wedge, and it's the very, very same as I told you. It's like modern time going to 51,800. Do you see that? Very, very similar. Now from here, what you did is that we met the technical target, and then instead of actually continue to go up, what we did, what did we do? I'm going to actually bring in more candles. Look, we start to move down, even more down, even more down, even more down, even more down. Look at that. And then in here you try to go and fill the wick, but you didn't fill the wick. Now look where the wick is. This is your wick right now. So what happened again? You moved up like this, and finally you made that wick to the downside, and then you push all the way. All of a sudden you just went back, and from here your reversal started actually for good, and you picked up business, you went up, you went down again, okay, made a double bottom. That was a double bottom, okay. People actually there was a bear trap and a double bottom, first bottom, second bottom, and from here what happened? You went up and 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 up, and just like that you just continued, right? You just continued, and look at this. Again, you went a little bit more down, and then you continue to the upside. So this, all of this was accumulation. All of that was accumulation, and people are saying we're going to go all the way down to $20,000, but this was a level that wasn't really lost. And from here, we just continued and continued and continued, and from there, we actually went all the way to that particular place. I'm just going to remove that one as well, and now we're doing the very same scenario. I do see this one having that drop, filling the wick, and then push people like this, and then finally you go up, just as you did back in June as well. You just made that, you know, falling wedge, broke out, falling wedge like this, broke out, came down, broke out, came down, continue, fill the wick, go down, and then move to the upside, fill the wick, go down to maybe 39,000, 40,000, fill the wick, and then from here continue to the upside as well. Because for me, 2022 is still looking very good and very amazing. So guys, be very careful. Now I also want to talk about potentially about the weekly and the head and shoulders, but this I'm just going to save it for another time, maybe tomorrow, but that's not important right now. What is important here is that I see a very similar scenario like this one just happening here, and then from there we're actually going to have, maybe by the mid of January, maybe by the start of February, we start to go back towards the upside. And people, when they're so bearish, that's when Bitcoin loves to continue to the upside. So that's for today's Bitcoin update. Hope you enjoyed this one. Like this video, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.